Maybe see the players switch positions.
Maybe. Yes, they are. So now in the top right, we have NOVAstalife, aka Complexities to Life. So in the bottom left is going to be his opponent FXOSheth as our purple Zerg. So probably going to see the same openings. Although Stalife did give away the fact that he was going to build at the bottom of the ramp. Don't think it really matters.
Players cordially talking to each other. Apparently, Life applied for a Blizzard, a job at Blizzard. Sounds pretty cool. Although I heard they work pretty hard. Maybe he wants to join the balance team.
Maybe.
But both these players, I think, doing some big stuff. I know Chef's been doing a lot of casting. And I think he's involved in some stuff that hasn't been announced yet. But we shall see. See if Chef goes for that same build. I believe Stilife did scout that, right? So
I don't know if his SCV got down there yet or not. It was en route. I don't know if it actually got all the way down there yet. But Sheth is going to go for the same build. He is going to throw down that hatchery. He's got the drone scout coming out at the same time. Of course, it is the same opening from Stalife, getting that barracks at the bottom, which means he can hide his tech a little quicker. Doesn't have to worry about that drone scout. He's getting his refinery up, so he's going to be doing some kind of tech here. Yep, exactly the same thing we saw last time. Life is bringing an SCV down. He could rally that Marine down that he's building right now. Looks like it's just rallied outside of his base right now. Maybe not deciding on whether or not he wants to attack with it. Yep, it is headed down now. So he could throw down a barracks or a bunker at this expansion if he wanted to, although it is going to pop fairly soon. So he'll have to be quick about it. He does come and scout the timing of the spawning pool, which is pretty close to finishing, so it may be a little too risky to throw down that bunker. The Marine did just go to the Zelnaga.
Double bunker, perhaps, but looks like he's just going to retreat here. Smart play, not going to go anything cheesy or too risky, looks like.
Yep. Life still just pumping out Marines. He is getting a factory up right now. It's about halfway done. We could see some kind of drop. We could see immediate Banshees, which is very good against this opening. Only because it's really late that you actually get that anti-air. Right now he's only getting one queen, not building that second queen that you typically see with this opening. And immediately gonna go for roaches.
Yeah, definitely I think adapting to what he thinks the life was going to be doing. To pop out those early lings just in case. But yeah, we do see a Hellion coming out, so not the Reaper opening, but a very good opening on Zelnaga in general, just because of how open that natural is.
So we're going to be a little bit of Hellion harass. The Marines are going to be down there to reinforce 4 Marines. And the first Hellion is on the way, and he's going to be following this up with a command center. Also getting a second Rax down and a tech lab right now on his barracks. So maybe going for stim pretty soon. Now the Marines are coming down, killing off a lot of these Zerglings. There's the Queen trying to reinforce. But now one Roach out. This is probably going to be held pretty easily by Sheth. He did lose a lot of Zerglings there, so he's slightly behind on units lost, 200 to 100. Ooh, and he is going to go for Nitro Pack opening. He is going to go for Reapers.
Very cool. Already throwing down 3 more racks. Going to be up to 4 racks. And getting that expansion almost finished. There it goes. Also getting a second gas. Tech lab's already starting to come down. Curious to see when that medevac comes out, but I do like this opening from him. It's been very, very fun to watch, and the micro is also very exciting.
Roaches for Sheth tried to harass and break in here, but the bunker finished just in time to save those Marines. All of them were taking quite a bit of damage. Getting that orbital command up now. Over for Sheth, not really doing a whole lot. He is getting layer up, also getting an evolution chamber, maybe expecting Banshees, so he might throw up a spore crawler. He's also
he's
getting
up
another queen out.
29 harvesters to 25 right now, but that second orbital command is now finished. Overlord does come in for a sack. We'll see 3 of these racks. Let's not see the starport just yet, but I'm sure he knows what's going on. Don't think he saw any Reapers, but I'm sure he suspects them, and we do see 2 of them out already with those Nitro Pack upgrades.
Yeah, it's a little hard to call because he could be going for Marauders, given that he did scout Roaches. But, of course, Reaper's going to be very mobile here. He's pumping out 4 at a time here, and he has 3 out, it looks like. And now that he has expanded, he may jump ahead on economy. It's going to be really close thanks to mules, but right now we do see Sheth slightly ahead, 36 to 30 harvesters. He's getting his missile attacks level 1, looking to take another base as he is now destroying his rocks.
See 7 Reapers out here. Medevac is on the way. Rallied on top of them, it looks like. Oh no, rallied towards the edge of the base.
Yep, we'll most likely be reinforcing. It looks like he's trying to avoid that Zelnaga tower. Although that medevac
Making sure to
does
snipe the
come in
creep.
for
Very nice.
Jumping into the main. And gonna retreat back to the medevac for now, since he does want to heal up.
It's just so much fun watching all these Nitro Pack Reapers. And really just overcoming the health weakness of the Reapers with that medevac. Able to do so much damage, able to actually snipe out queens, etc.
Yep.
And here he comes into the main.
And this queen is going to go down, and the roaches are out of position. He might get a couple kills here.
Yep, definitely gets a couple. And actually picks them up and leaves. No anti-air left there in the main base.
That evened up the harvesters, 44 to 43 right now. So now Sheth is finally getting metabolic boost a little bit late. He's getting his +2 missile attacks and +1 carapace. He's getting an extra queen out to fill that space in his main. He's throwing down a lot more barracks as well too. He is following up with tanks in his main for defense.
Speed Roaches almost able to take out all of the Reapers. Only 2 were left in that engagement.
Yeah, might have been a little mistake there for Stalife. So this attack is going to end, although trying to stop the creep spread at the moment.
Just doing so much harass with this medevac. It's very, very nice. We do see Stim coming out, Banelings being produced, as well as an infestation pit. Continuing to produce roaches and getting that carapace upgrade, as well as the missile attacks level 2. Forced Life, we do have Stim and a couple Marauders on the way. Roaches are able to snipe out 1 more Reaper. I think there's only 1 left out of the original, I think 7.
Yep. He did scout the Baneling nest coming up, but did not see the infestation pit, which just finished. Not sure if we're going to see infestors or if he's going to go straight for hive. 2-base hive is a little risky, so he is going to be going for pathogen glands. He is going to be pumping out a couple infestors soon. His life is looking like he wants to do an attack. Centrifugal hooks also being researched. +1 carapace just now finishing, going for +2. So Stalife might actually have a good timing here with this push. There are a good number of roaches out. 30 roaches and 6 lings. Harvester count's still pretty much equal, 52 to 52. And now banelings are morphing in before this attack comes. But Stalife may just be taking out his rocks. He does take him down. Gonna continue now. Now the timing when he sieges up the tanks is going to be very important. Sheth, I don't know if he's just getting ready to do a flank. Probably. Counterattack would be very risky.
Yep, he's trying to sneak that base on the left. That is very Sheth. And here comes the flank. Siege tank's doing pretty good damage.
On the Baneling.
More Banelings coming in though.
Oh, and he cleans up.
Very nice job lifting up though. Saves a lot of those army.
Most of the Marauders were saved. Not a whole lot of the Marines. Looks like only 3 Marines left after that.
Very clever use, dropping that Marauder just to detonate a couple Banelings and then healing them up.
We do have a third on the way for Stalife, so it's pretty equal at this point. Sheth does have that base on the left, but not utilizing it quite yet. And Stalife just going to head back home, maybe meet with the reinforcements for another attack. You just have a good number of Marines and Marauders and Medivacs back at home. There's a Baneling sitting here, which is going to get taken out, but he does see the army. Doesn't see the command center coming quite yet, but might be expected. We've got a good number of Lings about to come into the main, but the supply depot right here is going to see it. And apparently it's enough for Stalife to pull back his army for a little bit. Marines and Marauders coming in to try to save the supply depot, but that does go down, and the Lings are cleaned up.
Oh, he does scout this secret base on the left side, and here he goes stimming and killing off the Queen immediately, and gonna take down this hatchery. So apparently he's learned enough about Sheth to know that he does like to sneak that side base.
Scans and sees the position of the army as Sheth is trying to get us around here. The Banelings are in the back, trying to roll in. Centrifugal hooks are done, and he just lifts, and he might just go straight for the main now.
Oh, I think he will.
Sheth gonna go for a counterattack.
Gonna counterattack this planetary fortress.
Oh, a very nice fungal growth on the army for Stalife. Actually stops a lot of that army from dropping. And that planetary fortress goes down. The Banelings rolling in. Oh, take down almost every SCV with just 2 Banelings.
Oh my goodness. But here's Sheth's dropping the main, still doing tons of damage. And he could certainly go after some tech, could take down that lair as well.
Yeah, Stalife just tearing it up right now. Yeah, he's going to take down that lair. There's no stopping this as the roaches try to come in. They're not going to be here in time as it goes down. And the army lifts back up, and he's just going to run away now. There are 2 Mutalisks, but not enough to actually snipe those Medivacs. Probably go to the low ground and start unloading really quick. There he goes.
And actually going to kill off one of the Mutalisks. And gonna go back up to this base where a couple drones are actually distance mining.
Yep, so cleans that up. And it's still pretty equal. Stalife does have a mineral advantage just because it looks like he is most likely using mules. May have a little more minerals left in his base than what Sheth had, but he is forced to remote mine as he did lose his main. Lost his lair, which is going to put him way behind on tech as well.
Yep, he should be able to get that gold base up and running again. Shortly we do see him producing another command center. And looking to do a push on the natural. There are those infestors out, which is going to be a really deciding factor in this. If he can get those good fungals off. Not the greatest of fungals, but does allow those Banelings to close in on some of those bio units. But Sheth looking to push forward here again. Does have a couple siege tanks with him. We see 4 there.
I think you're getting Sheth and Stalife's names backwards.
Did I?
Yep. That was the second time. So Stalife is pushing forward now, and he's going to go straight in for this hatchery expansion, killing off a lot of the remote mining drones. The army for Sheth coming in from the right side, and the Marines separated from the rest.
Oh, snipes the infestor before the fungal growth goes off. Looks like he will be able to get this natural. Drone's being pulled.
Yep.
And, oh man, just stim bio. Not good. Nice fungal growth though, actually doing a lot of damage, killing off all the Marines, I think. Only Marauders left in that army, but there are enough Medivacs to out-heal them. Right now the Harvester count is 29 to 49 in favor of Stalife. And it looks like Sheth will, may get this hatchery with just 4 Marauders, and it does go down.
So Sheth back to 1 base again. And the GG dude.
So game 1 going to Stalife.